up, everybody? You know what time it is. Grab your coffee and let's talk. What's up, everybody? This is your girl, MiZZ Entertainment, president of the Real Ass People Society. So welcome to Coffee Talk, where we have bold conversations on topics that matter. Serving you up one hot coffee at a time. And you know I'm not in the place alone. Let me introduce my co-host, Miss Lesley.
Happy Thursday, people. Happy Thursday.
You know we need to put L Blaze under there. That's your name.
Okay, let's go with it. Let's do it.
All right, we got DJ Talented.
What's happening, as I always say, it's good to be above it than under it. You dig?
You dig. And we got a special guest in the house, another Libra and another Teresa. Go ahead, Miss Teresa.
Hey. Y'all have all this fancy stuff on the back. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm glad you decided to come on through. Appreciate you. Because it's been some years since we actually physically seen each other.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. But, you know, how I always do, let's do a temperature check. How have your weeks been going?
It's been a week.
What does that mean?
It's been a good week, but a long week. Today, one of my wife's cousins, she is on her final stage of breast cancer, so she is having her breast removed today. So sending Erica all the love, and her family and parents. So I know it's going to be, a journey, and her husband's right there. So shout out to Twan doing the thing. So yeah, but it's been a good week so far. It's been a good week.
Yes, definitely that's going to be a journey. But her life is much more important than some titties.
It is.
So you could always buy some more if you want some.
I know that's right. So yeah.
So, Miss Teresa.
Me? Let's see. This week looking for a new apartment for my daughter. Looking for new clients for me.
So go into what you do so you can tell us what kind of clients you need.
Okay. I am a project management business consultant. I focus on helping small to mid-sized companies to scale and transform via successful projects, whether they need project rescue or they need someone to manage their team, or they just need someone to come in and manage projects to take them from point A to point B.
What's project rescue? Tell me more about that.
So a lot of companies, number one, they don't really understand what a project is. So they jump into, we're going to do this. We're going to implement this system, or we're going to change our business this way, or we're just going to do this thing, and they go off to do it. There's no true plan. There's no risk mitigation because nothing ever goes according to plan. They run into problems. Things that I've heard are like projects never end, which means that's not a project, it's a problem. Problems with things going off the rails, scope going out of control. So any of those things, it's like if they just kind of jumped in and they find themselves in trouble, and it's like we need someone to help us get back on track, get off this train, whatever it is. I can come in and assess where you're at, where you're trying to go, what the situation is currently, and then help them get out of hot water, come up with a plan of whatever that might look like.
So tell me your most interesting, client or business you had to work with and get them out of trouble.
Oh.
I know as many. So. I just give me one.
I didn't know we were going to talk about work. Let's see.
We're Libras. We're always talking about work.
I'm trying to get out of that in this season of my life. I'm trying to be like, I am more than work. But no, I can't.
I put her on the spot.
Yeah,
my bad.
I'm drawing a blank. What I can say that's not revealed.
Yeah, I don't want to put no business like it, but just something so you don't have to go into
an
detail.
Example.
Yeah.
I'm honestly drawing a blank.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I put you on the spot like that. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Whatever
Yeah,
you
we'll
do,
come
stay
back.
back.
We'll be talking about something totally different. Like, oh, got it. That's how my brain works. But yeah, no, I'm sorry. I can't think of it.
No problem. DJ Talented,
What's happening?
how's your week been?
Busy. That's it.
Short and sweet.
It's been kind of busy. Always, if you work nights and then come home and work your own company, it's busy. But that's not the only thing that we do. We do a lot of stuff.
Okay, the blank is coming. Well, I'll say one thing that we completed or checked off is we filmed the play Down Center by Maxine Wright Williams. Amazing, I guess, I'd say kind of religious foundation type play, but it was really, really good. Over at the Strand, so shout out to the Strand.
Shout out.
Congrats. Yeah, we finished that and shipped that off to her, and she signed off and wrote that check. That's all I'm at.
Collect that check.
Ran them funds. Like, thank you. Appreciate you. So need it. But that was getting us back because we do stuff, but that was, getting back into actually filming the play. And, we always do our, I guess I kind of like good, bad, and what's up. So we had to go back and just, I guess make some notes for ourselves. Okay, next time we need to make sure we do this or don't do this. Even because I was stage managing the play, and that was a journey itself of getting back into being a stage manager. Especially when the last play, I was a director and producer, and I'm looking like, okay, you sure you want to go down this route? So just trying to make sure I stay in my lane and being respectful for her being the director, which is not hard to do, but sometimes it was a little, I guess, overwhelming when others disrespect her position. And I was like, okay, I can't talk for her. She's going to have to do that herself. But, we always had our talk afterwards. I was like, you want to make sure, you might want to think about making sure that the lines are clear. Whose shit is this? Because some people are trying to take over, and that's not their shit.
Damn.
Yes. So, yay.
That sounds like a topic for us.
Well, my husband said leaders always want to be in control. If they ain't controlling, they don't want to do it, which I find not true.
You goddamn lie.
Not true.
That's
Not
a lie.
true.
Y'all always want to be in control of whatever is going on.
I'm actually cool with the backseat. I'm cool with that because guess what? I don't have to have all that pressure. If you want to have that pressure, go right ahead because I know what I do under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to perform. So it doesn't matter. So if you want to take it, as long as you got it, fine.
Exactly.
But guess what?
As
If
long
it's
as
not
you got it.
together, if it's not together,
That's it.
I'm removing myself.
If it's not, exactly. That's the
it.
thing.
It
If
has
it's
to be
not,
right.
Right.
It has to be right. If it ain't right,
Right by whose standards?
The experience, the person getting the experience.
ours.
Look, see,
Yeah.
look at that.
Libras.
Look at that. See what I'm saying?
Mine is about the people.
Yeah, it's
It has to be right.
it's clear when it's not right.
Yeah.
So
If it ain't right, then why am I here?
So
and
you
it doesn't
saying-
have to be just one person. It's like when it's not right,
You
and
know
when
it's
you
not
don't
right.
know, that's your problem. That's
By
no,
whose
it's
standards,
right.
though?
It's right.
By whose standards, though? Y'all think that only Libra standards is the right way.
Normally it is.
I wouldn't say that. I just think our standards are really high.
We're very balanced. Yes, we do have high. Well,
I just think they're high.
all the Libras I know do have high standards,
Expectations.
yes.
They're
Yeah.
high.
But it
Y'all
has to be
can see
right.
that I'm by myself on this. Three Libras.
And we're going to balance this thing out.
No, it's three, y'all.
But we are normally right, though. We are normally right. Now,
Sometimes.
No, we don't like that. Sometimes our approach can be a little brass, abrasive, but not disrespectful, but just direct and to the point. Hey, this shit's fucked up. Let's do it this way.
Direct and to the point.
Yeah. If it's fucked up, it's fucked up.
It gets rid of the risk of miscommunication.
Exactly.
So it's like, just why put flowers and perfume on it? Just say, put it on the table. This is what it is. We can agree on that. Okay, now what we're gonna do about it? Yeah, fix it. Yeah. Okay, like, where you go?
And like,
That's an example why I'll speak for myself. I don't do well with office politics. I struggle.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, because I found that the direct approach isn't always.
Girl, they can't handle it.
They can't.
They cannot fucking handle it.
I don't know if it's because it's coming from a woman. Is that it? I mean.
Oh, now you're aggressive. Like, I'm just telling you what. How is that aggressive?
Now let a man at the table say it, and then it's like, yeah, I see that.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what I just said?
Child, let me tell you by an example. I got you. We, the team around there, and we throwing out examples. They want to, because I'm, most of my career has been in some type of operations, right? Network operations. And hey, we talking about when shit goes left, how for it is notifying your stakeholders, right? And then we was talking about when we get notified, and if it's already something happened, but then they fixed it, we still need to notify a stakeholder that hey, there was a problem, but it's fixed. So it's like, hey, we can do like this. This is what we did from our last job, and we titled the notification this way, right? Crickets. White man said the same goddamn thing. And I was like, am I invisible here? And that shit came out before I could catch it.
What was the response?
That my director just looked at me. I was like, am I invisible? I just said the same thing.
I've had to do office politics since 2017. And even then I was running the show, so it was fine. I didn't really do a lot of politics. It was just like, this is how we're going to run the shit.
Like, I've been in, most of it has been in like a Fortune 500 companies, and those assholes sometimes, they can't handle the truth. They cannot handle the truth. And then when you come out, when you say, hey, because like I was telling my director one time, I was like, of course, we're going to follow your lead. You are the one in charge. But as part of this team, if I see something that you might need to, focus on, or maybe you need to think about, it is my job as a team, as part of this team, to let you know. At the end of the day, you're going to make the decision which way we're going. I'm not expecting you to do what I say, but I just feel like it is my job as being part of the team and supporting you that, hey, if you got a blind spot here, is for me to bring it to your attention. But they think that's being aggressive or disrespectful. It's like, how is that? I'm not cussing you out. I'm not raising my voice. I'm talking to you like you're a normal person.
I found out that, I'm going to pause before I say this. Let's go to the topic, because I think what I'm going to say will tie us into our topic.
Okay, let's do it. Okay.
All right. So the topic is the friendship crisis, why grown folks can't keep a real circle. So remember when making friends was simple? Do you want to be my friends? Let's start sharing snacks. Now we meet an amazing person, at a networking event. We exchange numbers, and somehow we never hang out. What's supposed to happen then? How do you do this as an adult? At what point does it shift from effortless to exhausting when it comes from friends to friends? And today's topic, let's talk about the real friendship circle and why it doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I found out that it was my tone. And I found that out from my friendship circle.
Okay.
That when I was delivering something to them, they didn't care about what I said, because they understood what I was saying, and they understood it was coming from love. But when it came to my tone, they said that was the intimidating part.
I can see that. I had to learn that too. I had to learn that too. Coming out of the military and going into a civilian sector. Because in the military, you just say how it is, however it comes out. Because the job is, this needs to get done. I don't have time to sit here and coddle you and hold your goddamn hands. Such and such, I need you to do such and such. So, when that transition coming into the civilian sector, I would say one of the companies, I say that they whip my ass when it comes to that policy, those corporate politics, because I had to learn the hard way that, like you said, it's the tone or the directness. They can't handle that. They want you to say, oh, so what do you think about? And it's like, that ain't never been me. And they can't handle that shit. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I always say they whip my ass when it comes to that. I learned the hard way. That I agree was that tone. So that's why I try and be mindful of my tone, even though I'm talking to you. But I try and make it softer so you can receive what I'm saying. I do try. Do it always work? But I do try. What are your thoughts, Miss Teresa?
I'm still thinking. I think I'm debating on whether I've actually learned.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I think I've recognized, what I said earlier about being direct. Because I thought, let's avoid miscommunication. The best way to do that is just to say things as plainly as possible. And that's very direct. So it might be a tone thing. And I hadn't really thought of that. And when you talk about tone, this is fresh in my mind because I have a 30-year-old daughter. We had a conversation yesterday. I try to impart to her my wisdom. I feel like that's part of being a parent. That's what I do, professionally and personally. And she takes offense so easily. Now she's super sensitive anyway.
Child, what sign is she?
She's a Capricorn. Oh, I think she's a Capricorn. January 27th. Capricorn? No, because my mom's a Capricorn. She's January 6th.
January 27th.
Aquarius, maybe?
Thinking of Aquarius.
Okay. But she's super sensitive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where did this child come from? Because,
Aquarius.
So I know that anything that comes out of our mouth is coming from mom, and it's seen as I'm, either nagging or coming down on her about something. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to just give you information. Take this information, but no, it's always, so she was telling me yesterday, it's the way I say it. And I'm like, I'm saying it. I'm saying it with love. What are you hearing? So maybe it's a tone and I just haven't gotten that yet, but I keep thinking with her, it's because of mom and just the way she has a mom filter, and the way she has it is like, anything I say is telling her she's not good enough or whatever. I think it's more of a her thing. And the fact that I'm direct, maybe she's not used to that. I don't know that it's my time. I mean, that's maybe something I need to consider more.
I think our friends tell us. My friend told me. I have a friend. Yeah, I have a friend. Her name is Anita. Love Anita. She's so great. And she has a really strong personality. I'm talking about strong. She's Puerto Rican. She's raised by her mother. She got 5 sisters. So you can only imagine. When we get together, her voice escalates because she's so excited and this, that, and the other. And sometimes we just, and it's just a drag-out battle. And it's not like a bad battle, but you can tell, like, the tension does something different. So we were at the house one day sitting on the front porch, and we call it porch pimping. And one of our other friends from the village came up, and my dog is like going crazy. He's going crazy because there's another little dog there, so she's super excited. And Anita said something like, I need to bring my dog over here to get your dogs together. I said, excuse me, we won't be doing any of that. And my tone had completely changed. It went left, like it was definitely tense for a couple of minutes before somebody could just take, a breath. And later on, her and I connected on the phone, and she was like, I just really didn't like how you talked to me and this, that, and the other. And I was just listening to her, and I was like, look, I feel what I said is correct. Like, we don't do that. We're not going to get nobody together at anybody's house. It's a dog. Like, let them be dogs. It's cool. And I said, but I can definitely agree that the tone probably wasn't the best tone to use. And I feel like if it wasn't for her being a responsible friend
And saying
something to me about it, I probably would have never addressed it at all. So I think sometimes our friends like help us navigate those type of things.
I guess our true friends. Because some folks don't say shit and then they go ghost. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, going back to your question, what do you think is the issue for us why us as adults can't be like those when we were kids? You can easily make those friends.
Expectations.
Elaborate.
I just think we're adults. People probably have kids. People have a spouse. People have work. Different stressors that they may or may not want to deal with or like or want to do, and you might not be into that. Like, I met a young lady, her and I, we've been kind of communicating via text for a couple of months, and we're supposed to be connecting, and we haven't made time to connect. I just really don't know how to connect the dots. I've tried to connect the dots. I've said, hey, we work out on Saturdays. How about come over for, a team workout? Well, she don't work out on weekends. I'm like, okay. I might have a networking event. You can kind of meet me here. Like, I think it's kind of how you try to introduce them to your circle. So I think sometimes it's hard because people are just like, I got my own thing going on. I don't really have time for that.
I can see that.
No hard feelings.
No, because I just keep it moving.
Right. And like me, I don't really friend people with kids. That ain't my thing. I don't have any kids. I'm free. If we want to get up and go, we can get up and go. So a lot of times when it comes to people that have kids, I don't necessarily know if I'm going to put forth as much effort because I know your plate is probably a lot heavier than mine.
I would say, yeah, that might be a prejudgment.
It could very much be. It could very much be. Very much so.
Yeah, because you don't know until you know.
Correct.
So you coming into the gate like, you got kids, fuck you.
And I don't necessarily say that, but I would say the effort that I put in is a little bit more like, you're going to have to take the lead on the effort. Because I don't want to say, hey, we can work out here. Like, literally, I can call my village of friends and say, hey, we're going to bike ride tomorrow at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. And they're like, okay, bet, see you there. That's the end of it.
And same with your friends with kids. Because either they're going to be there or they're not. But the invitation still stands.
Could be.
Yeah, the invitation still stands. And whether they can come or then they can't come, it is what it is. Because it don't stop what you got going on.
Correct.
So
I think it's complicated.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's what some of what you said is, we're all, especially when you become an adult, we have so many things going on. Kids, family, work, other priorities. And if you haven't really made a village of friends or a group of friends by a certain point in your life, priorities take precedence. I think I've been a loner most of my life. And I remember as a young adult, I'm like, I want some friends. I want some real friends, So I would do things to put myself in a situation where it'd be more likely to form friendships. So, for instance, well, I'm an introvert too. So, and maybe a little neurodivergent. People get into labels, but I tend to kind of go off to myself, like in a group where there's a lot of people. If I don't have something, if I'm not leading it, or I have a job to do to make sure, like, if I can be a host, I'm good. I got a purpose to be there. But if I'm just there to mingle or whatever, I'm off in a corner somewhere. I don't know what to do. So I would force myself to be in situations where I had to come out of my shell and introduce myself to people. and hopefully an extrovert will come along and attach themselves to me, because that's usually what has happened to me. Most of my closest friends have been extroverts that just somehow grab a hold of me and just, they were like, hey, come on, let's do this. Hey, what you doing? Let's do. They're the ones that pulled me out and caused us to be together all the time. So I would put myself in situations. I would go out by myself, or I'd go to more social things, and practice in the mirror. And say, hi, come here often.
You will practice. You put forth effort to practice. I won't even practice. I be like, the hell with this.
Now that's when I was younger. Now that I'm older, and I understand. I think that's why a lot of my closest, I'll say friends, air quotes, because we can get into the definition of what is a true friend, came from work. The people you spend most of the time with, day after day after day, there they are. You probably see them more than you see your family, and there's some people you just kind of click with. And some of my, in adulthood, my closest friends have been people that I work with. Go to lunch every day and stuff like that. But then one friend comes to mind. They used to call us Laverne and Shirley, because whenever they'd see one, they'd see the other one. If they saw me, they'd ask, where's she? If they saw her, where is she? But outside of work, nothing. I'm like, and that's one thing I wanted to take the relationship further. So it's like, I want to do some social things. But she lived on the other side of town, and it wasn't a priority for her the way it was for me to do things outside of work. So that's why I say it's complicated. I think you have to encounter someone who you not only click with, but you have the same priorities. You want to put in effort to make that friendship something more than an acquaintance. So if you're both not on the same page, I don't think it's not going to happen.
Agreed. And I had to learn that, I guess, or relearn that. I'm gonna put that, say it like that, because I would say most of my friends it was at a work. That's how we became friends, because of work. But coming from the military, your work folks are still your family, and we were like that. So coming into the civilian sector, it was another struggle again, because that's what I had been used to, whereas we might fight and fuss on the job, but we can still go out and kiki and have drinks and whatever, they get into it, we all get into it, everybody got each other's back, and that's the way it was. I never thought of it the way you said it, because I did have, my last position, I had someone that, I thought we were friends and not coworkers. But I learned quickly when I got laid off that we were coworkers. I was like, God damn.
That's how I came to be. It's like once that job part's removed.
Yeah.
It's like, where's the friend thing? Even if you reach out and try to, it's just like, yeah, okay, but they're still working. And
there's ghosts. Yeah. That's like, well, damn, and we done stuff outside of the work. But the work we were still, like I said, that was a hard pill to swallow. It really was. I would be grown enough to say that hurt my feelings. Because I thought we were friends and we just happened to work together.
The common denominator was removed.
Yeah, but we was actually just coworkers. They just continued on work at work. Outside of that, once the work was gone, then I don't know you.
When was your time up?
Evidently it was.
Because sometimes I also think, like, for me, in going, through friendships in life, because we have a core group of friends, so there's really 6 of us in a group. And we are adding another one. Oh my gosh, she's so cool. Love her. I think she's going to go great with the village. And I just think, like, putting forth the effort and just really, when people have the common denominator removed, you really find out who people are.
Yes.
Really, because I have a lot of gym friends. That's where I used to go all the time, do CrossFit. And I had one in particular friend. She ended up being my friend. Then I called her my godmother. We were very close during my wedding and everything. And I used to invite her places, business opportunities, like everything. We used to talk about everything under the sun. And one day I realized that the phone really only run one way. I had stopped going to that gym. I was away from there. Now we're in two different spaces, and I don't really hear the phone ring. So one day I stopped, and I never heard from her again.
Wow. Now, how did you feel after that?
You know, most of my friends are older. I will say that. So she's in her 50s. I mean, I can say that I was really hurt because when I didn't have a relationship with my mother, she filled in the gaps.
Okay.
And sometimes I feel like, maybe that was her only purpose. Maybe her purpose was to fill in those gaps. She had lost her father young when I lost my father, so maybe she had really served her purpose.
Yeah.
And maybe time was really up, and that's just the way it happened. But I think we had a meeting scheduled. The meeting didn't happen. There were kind of some things that, kind of prevented me because I had car trouble. And I don't feel like she handled me with care, and she never heard from me again. Now, if she would have called me, I would have answered the phone, but never heard from me.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, oh. So DJ Talented, from a male's perspective, I've been waiting to suck back into your ass. Okay? Tell us how it is after you heard all this estrogen talk. So tell us from a testosterone point of view about making friends and real friends. And is it harder when you get older?
I don't look for it. I got my core people that I've grown up with that is who I call friends. People now, I just call them associates.
So will you feel like you would never meet somebody that now older in life that you would call a friend?
Yes, I have one. I met him through church, and we kind of clicked because we do the same thing music-wise. But we don't talk every day. Sometimes not even every month, but every now and then we'll shoot text or say what's up to each other. And we also got another same which is IT type of stuff, computers, switches and all that type of stuff, dealing with the internet and stuff like that. So we conversate about that. But truly, if we don't have some type of connection, I call people associates because you never know when they're going to switch up on you, and if they're real friends. So I just call them associates until they prove that they can be a real friend.
So what's the proof? How do they prove?
To me, they gonna figure. We both would have to figure out a way to take the next step instead of just talking only when we see each other, or just talking a certain amount of times, or kind of trying to get to know each other more, as in, I would say more as in the brotherhood type of thing. If it's just a hi, I see you, bye, that is not a friend. That's an associate to me. A person that would be a friend is somebody that you can take them around your family and ain't nothing stupid gonna happen, or you can see them even maybe babysitting one of your kids and nothing stupid happens, and you're not worried about anything like that happening. So that's what I would call more like a brotherhood than just a friendship.
Okay. Can we?
Yes.
Can we talk a little bit? Yes, I love it. Can we talk a little bit more about what is a friend? Like you said associates. I think I said associates early on. What's that determining factor? Where's the line?
Right. What's the crossover?
Yeah. Can we talk about?
So what is it for you?
I was thinking through it. I think it varies because I like what you said. I think friendships are relationships, and sometimes I heard this saying before. Sometimes people are there for a reason, a season, something to that, a lifetime. And I think by default, I was thinking lifetime friend, someone who you kind of click with. They know you, and you kind of know it's just something that's inherent there, and you both feel it. But I think sitting here thinking, I'm like, I consider you a friend. We've been acquainted for I don't know how many years.
I know, right?
I know PMI brought us together, but we haven't spent a whole lot of time together. But I think it was just something that not only we have the same name, we're the same sign.
Mm-hmm.
It's just whenever we talk, it was like, I know you. I
No
felt
time has.
yeah, it's like we can just
yesterday.
drop right into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think of other people that I've known maybe as long, that thing, that je ne sais quoi, that thing, that I think you both kind of feel it when you talk isn't there. It's just, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, how do we, just the word friend. I think it can change depending on the context.
For me, friendships and relationships are transaction. Let's just be honest. It's transaction.
Speak more, because I don't understand that one.
So, in a relationship, it's transactional. It's not going to be one way. You're going to give something, you're going to get something. So, it's a transaction between two people.
Okay.
At some point in time, when the transaction stops on somebody's end, or you need to take a pause, I feel like you're a real friend of mine if you have to tell me, or if you feel the need to share with me, I need to take a pause. Because we do a lot of transactions. And I think sometimes people get lost in that when it comes to friendships. So when I define friends, I feel like somebody that can communicate to me and tell me, hey, this is what I need from you. You can call me any hour of the day. You already know if I don't call you back, I'm going to text you back. I'm going to get to you at some point in time today. But I also have a village, which I even think is closer to me than my friends.
Mm-hmm.
These people can come over unannounced. You tell me what you need, I got you. You gonna come over and eat, we gonna laugh good. Like, you really know who I am. So for me, like, it just kind of depends, like you said, upon the person, like who they are. I wish I had more people in my village, but I know I can't take more people in my village all the time.
What's the pause thing, though?
So I think a lot of times when it comes to an adult friend, I think sometimes we need to take pauses from our friends, because sometimes you might have a lot going on. You might not be able to answer your friend right away. So I think if you coming to me and telling me, hey, I need to take a pause, you might not hear from me for a week or two, like, we still good, but I'm taking a pause. I think that's okay. And I think, to me, that's a real friend, if you can communicate that to me.
I don't know about the pause thing. Okay, but I hear you, and I understand you, but I
not saying it's necessary, but I think that's just a different level of respect. So, like, for me, I've had friends that maybe take a pause. I don't really have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people, but I don't have a lot of friends. But I can say my wife has she knows a lot of people, but she also has long-term friends. And I think for her, a lot of times they go through random pauses. And sometimes they're on pause for like 6 months. And you won't hear anything. There might be text messages, no response, no anything. And I think in those instances, that's like abusive to your friend. And I don't want to be abusive to my friend. I love my friends.
Right. Now, I can see where we don't talk all the time, because I have friends like me and you. We don't text all the time, but we can pick up from where we left off. I have a girlfriend in New York. I said that's my bestie. We didn't go months without talking. And pick right up when but she know if something kicks off, I'm there, and vice versa.
But okay, so the question would be, would there ever be a time that they would text you and you would respond?
No. Now, it might not be immediate,
right?
But I'm definitely gonna respond.
These are times where text message will go red and unresponded. You see what I'm saying? Because they have to deal with their own whatever it is. I don't know, because I've never had to shut all the way down like that outside of losing my father. So I don't know what that's like.
I don't either.
But wasn't that seems more like a person's, their individuality. I mean, even whether or not a person can say, hey, I'm going to take a pause. You might not hear from me, in a few months I got some stuff to take. It's personalities, and I don't know that necessarily who would. I think it kind of goes to, like you said, friendship is transactional. I think that varies based on the person and the relationship as well. Because what comes to mind is this. I saw this show called Damascus. It's on one of the streaming platforms, and it's I really like it, but I heard it's probably not going to be a second season. It's a black show. It's called Damascus. It's like a cross between they clone Tyrone and Quantum Leap.
Really?
it's right, but it is. He kind of the guy. I mean, how can I tell you what it's about? There's a brother, and he's going through some identity something in his head, and he's going through therapy. Is it Netflix?
I think it's on.
No. It's something like Tubi. It's on Tubi. So they said Tubi rescued it because it was put on the shelf like maybe around the COVID time or whatever. So I just stumbled upon it, and I'm so glad I did because we binge watched it. I think it's only 6 episodes out there, but I think it's really good. So check it out. But this guy's going through some identity crisis, and he's in therapy, and he has this circle of friends, and this one guy who's like his closest friend. He is more of he seems like more of an extrovert. They're all kind of artsy.
Mm-hmm.
He's more of an extrovert, and he constantly makes sure Damascus is all right. You know, Damascus is he's alone, no kids, not married. His friend, I think maybe he lives with his mom or something. But like he calls him and he's like, "Hey, dude, it's Thanksgiving. Come over and get you a plate." You know, he's that friend that's always reaching out and always calling. And they actually have a confrontation where he's like, "Dude, if I didn't call you, this wouldn't be a friendship."
Oh.
So it's like he was okay with being that person that calls this guy that doesn't call him because he loves him as a friend. And that's kind of who he is. He's a nurturing, and I'm going to make sure you're okay, and, you know, whatever, we hang out and blah, 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 and I know you never call me. And the other guy was like, I think the way it came up, he was like, "You don't need to be running me down," because he wasn't answering his text messages. And the guy kept calling him, and he was like, "Good, you don't have to keep calling me. You know, I'm sorry you called." And he's like, "Dude, if I didn't call you, you'd never call me. And I do this because I love you. I check up on you." And he was, so it's like, when you were saying that transactional, and some people, I'm like, some people are okay with being that person, and they accept you not being that person the way you are. And the relationship, they're okay with it being that unbalanced.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that interesting. So I just wanted to say that because that show was on my mind, and I thought I'd put that out there.
I got something maybe similar to that, or maybe I can understand. Like, I have someone that, or I know someone, and our personalities just don't mesh. They just don't. But she's like, unless I call you or whatever, I don't hear from you. We cool, but we can't hang out because our personalities don't mesh.
Mm-hmm.
And you do a lot of stuff that I just don't do. I don't be out there twerking and doing all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, but we cool. We just can't work together because she is having her mindset that if it doesn't go this way, it's a problem. And she don't like to listen.
But is there a happy medium with her? Like, is she a bruncher? Like, people that typically twerk, they'll go to brunch. They love a good brunch. Everybody loves a good brunch. Everybody loves a good brunch. No?
I don't know if there's a happy medium. I really don't, because she's talking about stuff that I just don't, like I said, she don't listen. She just talk, and I try and, like, hey, you ask me a question, let me answer it. Then if you don't like my answer, then you got attitude.
Oh, that's weird.
But I actually like her,
Mm-hmm.
because she's over the top. I actually like her, but it's just, we can't work together because...
You don't like over the top, Teresa?
It's not that. She don't listen. She don't listen.
Is she asking for advice?
Yes. And she don't listen.
But maybe she's just asking to have some type of conversation. Maybe she's not really asking because she wants to know.
So she has a book, and she wanted to do like a trailer for it or whatever. And I'm saying you need blah 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 blah. I don't want. That's not a good example. Okay. We was actually scheduled to do the filming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some folks dropped out or whatever the case may be. She over the top cussing and blah, blah, blah. And like, girl, it's not that serious. We move on. And I don't know how you could be blah, 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 and blah, blah. It just...
You're there in the flesh and she's cutting up like this.
Yeah. And she don't call because it's like a family room. She don't call and cuss them out. And we just don't mesh.
So did you have a conversation with her?
I have tried.
In reference to her actions?
I have tried.
So what keeps you going back? What keeps the thread?
She ain't got nobody. She feels sorry for her. She has empathy.
Because I be wanting to reach out, but it's like
She's trying to cuddle her. She want to cuddle her.
And what is it that you said she's cool?
She is animated. So she's funny to watch.
She's entertaining.
She's entertaining. She's very entertaining.
Okay.
But I'd rather for it just to be like TV. I don't need.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. How much of, your peace of mind, and the stress that it causes you, pull your scales out. And it's like, is the entertainment worth it?
No.
And I'm not trying to get you to get rid of a friend. I guess I'm just kind of wondering what's keeping the thread. Is it because she keeps reaching out to you? She's the one that...
I actually feel bad because I don't reach out to her because she has reached out and I respond or whatever, but it's not the initiation because I don't want to get back into that where we have to work together.
Well, maybe y'all don't work together. Maybe y'all just be friends together. Maybe the work needs to be off the table.
It has to be because I can't work with her.
So just tell her work is off the table, but we can be friends because I think like if she's really outgoing and all that other stuff, and you're not so much, that would be a good friend.
Even the going out stuff,
it's not just speed.
It's not my speed. It's just two totally different people that I don't think we'll ever meet in the middle because what I think is enjoyable, like networking and blah, 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 she don't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
She'd rather be at a bar or blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do that. That's not me. I don't know.
So,
what is it that's keeping
the
you
guilt
together?
for is, you can see that she needs help, but she don't want to listen.
But you're helping her in a business sense, and she's looking for a friend.
I guess, but I don't know.
Leads me to my next question.
Go ahead.
So,
get me out of this one.
So what boundaries are actually healthy in a friendship versus what is just self-protection?
You put me back in here. So with her, like I said, she is over the top and she's very entertaining. She would be perfect for a reality TV show. She would be perfect for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'd rather just watch it on TV versus being in the part of that. The boundaries. I have to just bow out because some things I just can't do. I'm at the point right now. I have to preserve my peace. I have to put my peace first. And even with our mutual friend Sam, when he get into that Linus, I was like, I don't want to hear that, or it's me shit. I don't want to hear it unless we're coming up with a solution, or you just want to vent, but don't expect no response. Because we done been down this road several times and I'm jumping shit. We cool, you're my friend, but I don't want to hear that. I just don't. I have to protect my peace. And he can come in the room, hey, how you doing? Oh, okay. I was like, you're alive.
So do you feel like Do you feel like maybe that friend gets that type of energy from you?
That come in with a woe is me.
Or you just, she's all happy, excited, and then you like, shut her down. Like you just want to shut her down. So are you the same for her?
Am I the same for her?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a good one to think about.
I'm gonna circle back.
Yeah,
DJ Talented, can you talk
about
to
that.
us about your boundaries, or is this self-protection? Because see, you already said you don't make no new friends and all this other stuff.
The reason I don't make new friends is I don't. Well, I ain't gonna say don't make new friends, but I don't go out looking for somebody to be my friend because I feel like my energy will attract the right person. I'm a cool, shy dude at times, so I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna observe the area, everybody that's in the area before I actually figure out who I want to talk to. And that's because being from Chicago, you got to watch who you talk to in what areas, because sometimes that person could be over there to cause harm to somebody. And just because you're friends with that person, you get, the problem too. Also, because I'm more of a family type of person, I love to be around family more than I would love to be around somebody that's not family. But then I got my friends that I would call friends. I would call them family as well. So for me to meet somebody new, we have to have something in common from the jump. There's got to be something that we both like that we have in common for me to try to pursue friendship out of it. So yeah.
Okay. I just thought about it. Maybe I am her Sam. Because I'm very even keeled. But I'm not going to be on the tables and twerking. That's just not me. That's just not me.
But, you know,
maybe I am her Sam.
She could attract the people that are necessary for you and what you do.
Transaction.
As far as
anything,
business.
Correct. She could attract those people.
I would agree. As long as we just keep it here. We're not gonna hang out. We're just not. So we're different speeds and different circles. And not to say my circle is better than hers or hers better than mine. It's just different.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different. I'm respecting the fact that it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it is to try and communicate that with her. We just different.
Okay.
So I guess I might be her Sam.
Okay.
So it's like I'm not gonna be doing all that. But I don't come in as a woe it's me, but I'm looking at you like, okay. Because she's younger. She's a lot younger.
Okay.
And that's that generation and whatever, whatever. But she ain't that damn young. Sorry, excuse me. She ain't that damn young because she has a grown child.
Oh, okay. What about you, Teresa? Square, tell us. Do you have boundaries or is it just self-protection?
Yes, I think, I think boundaries are self-protection.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're necessary. I think I've learned late in life how important boundaries are. I think I used to care more about other people's feelings and how things look to them and make sure they're okay, and I would take the L because I'm like, I'll be fine. So I learned and I'm still learning, to put boundaries up to protect myself, to protect my peace. I don't owe anybody anything. And I can say that out loud, but inside, I sometimes feel bad when I put boundaries up because I'm like, how's it making that person feel?
Exactly.
I'm like, I cut them off. But in my mind, I'm doing the reasoning thing. I needed to put a boundary up because she was wearing me out, and the way my mind's set up, I'm so I need to. Yeah. So, but then I look and I'm like, oh, she feels bad because I cut her off. Dang, I shouldn't have cut her off. Now I shouldn't have cut her off. Now I feel bad. But I think like I said, I'm still learning, but I think boundaries are necessary, and it's necessary to protect yourself, and it's okay. Um, and I think in dealing with people, friend, associate, or otherwise, they need to learn to respect other people's boundaries. Whether it's a physical boundary, like I've had friends that they're touchy. They got to touch you anytime they talk to you or whatever. And for me, it was kind of like I had to get used to that. I had a best friend. This is way back in the day when I was in school. I remember she was very touchy, and she would laugh and fall on you. And I had to catch her. I'm just like, girl, I got used to it. But other people, that wasn't natural for me. But I understood there are people that are like that, and once I knew them, I'm like, oh, they don't mean anything by it. But now I can be like, okay, I got boundaries up. I understand that's how you are, but it's like, okay, can you not? That just makes me uncomfortable. I know you don't mean anything by it, but it's like, you just stop touching me. I can say that now, but back then I would just be like, okay.
Find a way to move.
Yeah, I just suck it up and just, but now I'm like, I can, hey, yeah, no, that's good. Okay, no, don't touch me anymore. No, that's good, it's fine, I understand this. I just don't like it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, long story long. Long story long, boundaries, self-protection, necessary. Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. I think I have a friend that's touchy-feely, and I think I really took time to grow from it because I really felt like I needed that because I didn't have that as a kid. Not a lot of hugs, not a lot of all the falling out and laughter and all this other stuff. So for me, I just took it as something that I needed to embrace. Okay, so it was all good to me. So final thoughts on the friendship crisis. Why can't people as adults really keep a real circle?
Now, sometimes, and my final thoughts, and it's going to go into my inspirational quote, sometimes folks just can't be happy for you. They're envy, And it's like, that's when it's like, wait a minute now. Something that can't hear, hence come boundaries again. Or just, like you said, just cut off, I ain't got time for that shit. So, if everybody can just be real, understand or accept that there are going to be differences and move forward with that. I'm not going to be like you. You're not going to be like me. But where can we meet in the middle? I'm good. As long as, like you said, expectation. Please know I'm not going to be doing this. Please know I'm not going to be going here. If you can accept that, we can move forward. Mm-hmm. That's my final thoughts.
DJ Talented.
Final thoughts. If you can find one best friend, that's all you need. You need somebody that you can talk to about any and everything. When you can't talk to your spouse, if you're married, or if you have someone, sometimes it just takes a person to listen. Not comment, but just listen. When you find a person that can do that and truly have your best interests at heart, then you're doing the right thing. Final thoughts.
Teresa. Final thoughts. I think, how it started out is complicated. It varies with the individual. And I think it's possible. I think some adults can have a circle. I have a cousin that has a circle of friends. It's just like, wow, I wish I had that. And I think it's possible. But it's kind of like, I don't know, a shooting star or something that the stars have to line up. You have to meet the right person at the right time. You have to be on the same page, and magic can happen. So I think it's possible. It's just hard because of priorities in life. And I like what you said. Accept people for their differences. Know that everyone's not going to think the same way that you do. And it's okay. Let them be who they are. Accept them, and if it's something you click with, click. If not, keep it moving, but let people live. Mm-hmm. And again, if you run up on somebody that's on the same click path as you, poof, magic, friend, circle, all that. But it's not easy.
Final thoughts. So, 1 in 4 adults report having no close friends. 0. And before you think about it, also think the average friendship lasts 7 years. Which is crazy to me. So for me, my wish for everybody is that they have a village like mine. Because man, is mine amazing. So Reese, Tori, Anita, Troy, Wednesday, Serena, hey, we're here. We're going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy each other. And we're going to keep kicking it for a lifetime.
That's it. That's beautiful.
Well, all right, man. Great conversations. Great conversation. So, next segment, we're going to just shift it over to DJ Talented for Catch These Hands of Understanding.
All right. We got a good one today. Let me look it up real quick. All right, so.
Did he really? Was you texting your friend?
No, I'm looking up what I need to talk to y'all about. This one, I think everybody gonna say catch these hands, but so this couple is just driving along. This guy just bought a brand new car. The lady, I guess he was using her phone for something, and he tells her that Lisa just sent you a text. She jumps across the seat, trying to grab the phone, and end up crashing the car. Catch these hands? Do you understand?
Wait, what? Hold on.
This is a couple.
Yes.
A couple.
Yes.
The guy just bought a car.
Just bought a car, brand new car.
And he has
her phone. Yes. I guess he was looking navigation or something. I don't know what the case is on that part, but he picks up the phone and says, Lisa just texted you.
Lisa could have been short for Larry.
Pretty much. So basically, I guess, whoever that was sent her a text that she did not want him to see. Mm-hmm. So he's driving. She jumps across to grab the phone and end up crashing the car. That's what I'm saying.
Was Gap do they have Gap insurance?
Girl.
Who cares about the insurance? It better catch these hands, or do you understand?
I think I need to see that text.
Like, what is happening?
You need a third option. Is there a third option?
What the hell with some handprints on somebody's phone?
Why are they together?
But what if it was like a surprise birthday party or something they're planning? Like, we don't know if Lisa's Larry. We don't know who these people are.
But why would somebody take the time to reach for the phone to the point that it crashes the car?
Exactly. Why would she overreact like that?
Yeah, she did not want him to see
whatever
that is.
Self-control, something.
Yeah. It's probably, for me, it's probably going to end up catch these hands, but I do need to see this text.
Yeah, I need more receipts. Because you already didn't crash your car.
That's a receipt that...
He already said that catch your hands because you made him crash the car.
This is a brand new car. You just bought it. It's your dream car. Let's say it like that. It's your dream car. You just got it. Not even a day later.
Well, my dream car is anything paid off. I guess we don't throw these hands. I just want to know who is on that message.
You know how women be putting code names for
women.
Oh, wait on y'all to catch that.
Don't do
you
that.
know what? Hold on, wait. Let me not say that because I'm bragging about women.
Just say
You know how people that do wrong code names like Domino's. Why is Domino's texting you?
Right.
You know.
If you gotta go to those links, something different. Like that's wild. That's crazy work. That's a lot to remember as an adult too. That's why I don't understand. That's a lot to remember.
Oh, all that fake shit.
Yeah, like what?
And then I end up
with your shit. Yeah, like I end up texting you like, "What up, Lisa?" And I totally forgot. Like this is really Larry. What? I guess we could throw these hands.
because
And
Like, I want to know what is in that phone.
yeah, I
What
need to know
is
what's
in
in that
that phone?
phone.
It's got to be something real important that she's hiding from him, and she jumps across the seat to grab the phone.
Let me tell you, if the car crashed, the phone is done too.
I'm stuck with, I don't even care what's in the phone. I'm just like, what is wrong with her?
So
Do you have no self-control? Why would you
Correct.
do something, anything in a car
it
that
almost
you
gives
in it too?
You
that
risking your
causes
life.
somebody to, that's just, I can't.
Yeah.
We throwing these hands too, for sure, if we on our way to eat, because I'm hungry now. Yes. This is ludicrous.
What are the
Yes.
choices? Throw these hands or understand?
Throw
Yeah.
them hands.
Sounds like either one of them.
Okay, what would you want to say?
What's wrong with her? She needs Jesus. She needs therapy. No,
That would be a
I mean,
what the
I'm
fuck.
not even, I'm past I don't even care about the text. I am just like, what is wrong with you that you would do whatever you did to cause somebody to wreck a car? I can't think of an excuse.
Yeah.
There would be no excuse to do whatever she did in that car to make him crash.
And then, on top of that, she tells him, I don't know what you want from me.
Wait a minute, what? Where did that come from?
That was in
After the crash?
Yes.
I don't know what you want from me.
Yes.
Because he's looking like, what the hell? And he's like, I don't
So they lived.
Yeah, they live. She told him, go ahead on and move the car to the side. Because it obviously didn't crash. Yeah, that was crazy.
That'd be a long
And
ride
he
home.
did it.
He did what?
He moved over to the side like she told him to.
But I mean, they crashed. What else is he supposed to move to the
Yeah,
side?
he's going to have to move anyway. But yeah,
I mean,
that was crazy.
If you hit the car on the left side, then I'm gonna sit there because we just wrecked.
But where? Where are you?
I
Are
think
you in the
they're
middle?
on the highway.
You know, so you need to move your car off to the side if you're in a high.
I said like this: if you're gonna make me crash my car on my side, guess what? Whatever comes on the right side, you deserve it.
I don't know what to say.
Message. And that, we're going to move on.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Inspirational quote. So I was talking with a friend that made a statement that it's hard for him to be happy for someone's great news when his world is turned upside down. So I posted an article around how to be happy for others when you are struggling. For me, it's easy. One, because their road has nothing to do with your road. And when you're celebrating others while you're still climbing, it's power. So my inspirational quote is, someone else's win isn't your loss. Their season doesn't cancel yours. When you celebrate others authentically, even when you're struggling, you release envy and plant seeds for your own blessings. That's my inspirational quote. So again, I want to thank our sponsors, Teresa Entertainment, The Comfort Zone, Tech Vibe Solutions, Sure Haul Logistics, Steel River Software Solutions, and 721 Designs. Join us every week for Coffee Talk here on Teresa Entertainment. Go to Teresa ENT, YouTube to catch this and other podcast shows. I am your president, MiZZ Entertainment. You can contact me at MiZZ_Entertainment_ATL. DJ Talented.
You can catch me at DJ Talented_1 on Instagram.
Miss Teresa.
You can catch me going. I'm sorry. I'm around social media. You can catch me on LinkedIn at Teresa Durham. You can catch me on YouTube at either Sabbatical Life or Teresa Durham.
Miss Lesley, Airblades.
What up? 7 spelled out, the number 21, designs with an S. Talk to y'all soon.
All right. As always, I leave you with this. Be kind to each other, love one another, keep God first. Thank you for joining, and we're out.